righty. Welcome back to the Built to Grow podcast. I'm your host, Tim Lyons, joined in studio today by Randy Angston. What's up, buddy?
Good day, my friend.
Let's rock and roll. So this episode is 3 steps to 30K. So why $30,000 a month? Like that's a question that was just asked by our CMO, Amanda. It's like, well, what is a gym that does $30,000 a month in reoccurring? This isn't like a one-time or it's every month. It's on reoccurring billing. What does that mean to the owner? And I told her, and you know this, it's like there's a line in the sand that the problems change after. It's like there's like this invisible ceiling at 30,000, and a lot of it has to do with the current standard price points and the standard amount of people in the gym, because attrition is always going to be there. You're going to be around 3, even as high as 10%, and a gym will only spend a certain amount on marketing, and they're only going to charge a certain amount. So that just by this equation, it just ends up being at 30K. After you get to 30K, it's really easy to get to 40, 50, 60 a lot faster than it is. So you can double 30K a lot faster than you can get to 30K.
Yeah. Sure.
And so what that means to an owner is typically more cash flow, which equals less stress, the ability to spend your way to a solution versus grasping at straws and looking for home runs. It just creates clarity in the business. Yeah. And this is the best feeling in the world, again, when your recurring revenue eclipses your base operating expenses, you know, for that month. Meaning if you have enough business coming in that's going to pay the bills that month, regardless if you made another sale, that's a good feeling.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a lot of times, once you hit that, then things kind of just go explode. And to get to that point is where we really focus on with our coaching program. And we've defined the 3 things that every gym that it has success has these 3 things
there you go.
Figured out. Call them pillars, call them 3 things, call them 3, I don't know, items, whatever. Call them pillars. Number 1, you need systems. Okay. And within those systems, we're going to break them down. There's going to be 4 other systems within the system, but systematizing the operations. 2, you need lead flow. 3, you need automation.
There you go.
I don't care who you say, who you talk to. Automation is like another employee that never forgets, works 24/7, never has a bad day, never calls out, says the same thing to the same people at the right time. And if you don't have automation, you were completely missing the boat.
Yeah, you know, you're doing a portion of that work, you know, yourself probably. Yeah. But
so let's start at typically we would coach systems, but let's just start with systems for a second. When we talk about systems, we're talking about attraction, conversion, delivery, and ascension. Attraction is your marketing, conversion is your sales operations, delivery is your delivery of your systems, everything inside the 4 walls, and ascension is having that ladder from somebody never hearing about you to becoming a member and paying you at your highest rate.
There you go.
What's that system look like? And we coach to all of these things. In fact, guys, if you're listening to this is probably coming out on a Thursday. We just launched our new coaching program. Call it Accelerator 2.0, whatever you want to call it. We're redoing the modules. We are bringing back the group coaching calls. We went back to the basics and we said, what were the things? When were our clients getting the best results? Yeah. It was when we had this particular format. And so you're probably getting some emails from us right now. If you're listening to this, there's still time. Obviously, we can take you at any time. But this group is just getting off the ground, and we were taking we could probably take another 10 or 12 gyms through this and be able to handle that, no problem. So going back to the systems and operation, look, you need to have systemized everything in your operation, from how you answer the phone to how you clean your business to how your coaches coach to how you program to how you make a sale to how you bring somebody from never hearing about you to your highest price points. All of those things, how you do them is a system. And people in the business world throw, hey, systemize, systems, the beep bop. That's like a thing. Like,
like
there's
a buzzword.
But it's like, what does a system mean? Like, I don't know the true definition because I'm not looking at it. But to me, it's like it's a process on how you do things that you can be duplicated over and over. and everybody knows it like that, and you can coach to it, right? And if you can duplicate it and get the similar outcome, that's the other side of it. I bet you that's part of the definition.
Absolutely.
If you want to look that up, that might be the definition of system. But how you do a sales consultation, there is a way. We have the Profit way. There's NLP. There's other coaching programs that talk about how to make a sale. In our world, our ultimate goal for a gym is to get memberships, long-term reoccurring revenue over a long period of time. It is not to get a high up front. It's not to get a paid in full. It's not to get a 3-month or a 1-month membership. It's to get a long-term membership.
Correct. Yeah. So the couple definitions, the first one, a set of things working together as part of a mechanism or an interconnecting network. Very basic. But the second one's a little bit more relevant. A set of principles or procedures according to which something is done, an organized framework or method.
There you go. An organized framework or method, how you do things.
Yeah, one thing I would add to that too is a system creates a baseline for measurement also. And this is one of the things that I've spoken with a lot of our coaching clients is like, well, why would I go and create something, like why can't we just go do it the way we've done it? Or why can't, well, if you're winging it, you have no ability to look at that process, look at that system in place and define and measure its level of success. And so, like, if you're thinking about a sales process, right? You've got conversion percentages. How many leads came in? How many of those booked consultations? How many of those booked consultations showed up? Each of those conversion percentages, when you have a system in place where every time you do the same thing, you have that percentage of people that have taken that next step, and you can tweak that system to increase or decrease the effectiveness of that system. Right? The goal obviously is increase the effectiveness, but without being able to define what that success rate is today, because you've got a standard set of operating procedures that lead to that hard number. If every time it's different, that number is going to be all over the place.
Yeah. So winging it is the opposite of a system.
100%.
Yeah. So correct. Yes. In order for you to define success or measure success, we need to do it the same way every time. And that goes for sales processes. That's how you go about, greeting your clients as they come in. The rules, the sets of processes and procedures. Period. Yeah. End of store. You can't wing every single day differently. And the one thing you could do is, however you're doing it now, make that a system, and then refine it over time.
Exactly.
Like, you may have a system that's not written down that you do every single time. Hey, every time somebody comes in, I take them through this tour, and then I take them over there and I show them this, and okay, we'll write that down. Yeah. Make that the process, or follow just take what we do. Like, we give away our systems in our coaching program. Like, why make it up? Like, it already works. Okay. Systems. We know that you need them. They're a bitch to do. They're a freaking nightmare to create SOPs around. But once you have them and everybody's coached to that, everything else downhill works. Next thing, you always need lead flow. I don't care. I don't care who you are. In order to continue to operate your operation, you need to have new blood coming in. It's like new cash, right? It's a cash flow. You need new leads coming in because people are going to leave. And if you want to grow your revenue, you only have 3 ways, and one of those is to bring in more clientele, right? So you've got to have lead flow, and our whole ethos around lead flow is poles in the water. Period. I've got a graphic that shows this funnel, and it has probably 30 different lead sources, but gyms only use 2 of them. Yeah. They use Facebook and Instagram. Or
that's still a stretch, because you've got a good portion of the gyms out there that are just based on referrals.
Yeah. And that's the handshake icon that I put on referrals are one of the lead sources. But I'm going into a training that's going to be in our Facebook group that I'm going to break down all of the different things that you can do. But like, what happens when Facebook and Instagram don't work anymore?
There you go.
I know we've been saying this for a couple years now, but more and more it's pointing to not working anymore, at least at a profit, because the CPMs, the cost of do business within the Facebook, I guess, world is
getting more expensive. I was just listening to a podcast with Dan Kennedy, And he's saying in the world of direct response, because that's how it kind of it happens, right? New opportunities on Facebook, new lead platform. I mean, what, 2015? You know, it was stealing back then. I mean, literally, you put up an ad, you had clients running through the door because they wanted that thing.
Yep.
And then market adoption, cost per impression. Like when we were the agency, per quarter, Facebook raised the prices 25%. How your margins, you can't just decrease or increase your margins on your memberships 25% per quarter and stay ahead of that curve, right? So you are spending more money to get the same number of really just leads at that point. And there's a point of diminishing return. And you have to be aware of that and cater, your marketing to that.
Yep. And eventually it's just going to be too expensive to play
on that game. Yeah.
And that pendulum's going to go all the way to the side, and then people are going to drop out, and you got to find another medium. Yep. I mean, if we're being honest, Facebook's a medium. It's just a place to put an ad. I've got a whole graphic around, but you need lead flow, period. Now, what do you do with those leads? You got to push them through automation. In fitness, the deal is done in person, most likely, or over the phone, but you need to have a consultation booked. We need to take them through our system, our conversion system, that finds out their goals, understands what they've done in the past, what their limitations are, what their budget is, what they're looking to achieve. All those things go into a consultation that has to be set from a new lead flow. We put together something that, to this day, I've seen behind the curtain on a lot of these automation systems that are floating around with these white label go high levels. The CLA, and I'll put it out there, guys. Anybody want to challenge me that does this in another marketing agency? The CLA, the thing that we created almost a decade ago, that we've refined over the last 10 years, and then really launched it to the public 5 years ago, will destroy any other automation system that exists from anybody.
Yeah.
Just it blows the doors off of everything. So for the longest time, we built that in Keep, and we kind of forced people to do it in Keep. Now we have it in high level. If you have high level, we can put it in there. We can put it, you can use our high level, whatever you want to do. Like it's agnostic now. The cadence, the journeys, all of those are built into the CLA, will beat anybody's. I don't care who it is. I'll show it to me. I'll show you what ours does, whatever. Anyways, long story short, we built something called the steel trap within the nurture to book sequences that they either book or die. You know what I mean? They're gonna book an appointment. Then we have a nurture to show. We've got a conversion sequences. We've got no show sequence, cancellation sequences, trial to member, trial to no member, membership, love, all of it, freezes, manual follow-ups, all of the things.
And to reiterate what you said earlier, it's saying the right thing to the right person at the right time.
Nailed it.
And it's logic based. So it's not just blanketing, sending blind emails, trying to see somebody respond. Like, it's logic. So when a client takes an action, we've got a new set of parameters, new language, new cadence.
Yeah.
Like, they're moving through this journey, like you said, to bring the opportunity for the face-to-face.
Yeah.
Or once they have that face-to-face, there's the journeys that go beyond the consultation, right? Like you said, new trial, new member. Like, what do we need to say? What do we want to say to our newest members, right? Set up that automation so that you don't have to remember, oh, tomorrow I got to send that email to 50 people.
Yeah.
Or, whatever it is.
It's sending 12 different legs of journey to 12 different people at 12 different times.
Yeah.
There's that many things. I looked in there, there's 107 communication points.
Wow.
107. And actually there's more than that, because that wasn't even taken in a couple of the journeys that weren't built yet. Because we're building, again, guys, we took this to high level. We see a lot of gyms using a high level. I don't care what you use.
We just want to provide the system in a way that's easy for you to do. If you're comfortable with high level, it's the only reason we've entertained it.
Yeah. I mean, because more and more gyms are using it. Yep. Now you need automation. Automation, again, it's like an employee that works 24/7, 365, never has a bad day, never forgets what to say, and just works. And it moves people closer and closer to you in an in-person sales consultation in order for them to give you money to buy the thing that's going to solve their problem. That's what the automation should do. It should bring you closer to human interaction. I've seen too many people try to automate themselves completely out of the operation. And while I agree, I understand, like, yeah, I want to automate everything. You could in an e-com business, you could.
Sure.
But this is a people relationship business. We're in the fitness industry. We have to meet with people in person to deliver the results that they're looking for, to do the systems that they want. So you got to get that closer.
I'm glad you said that too, because I see a lot of gym owners that, you know, during our discovery calls and things like that, I'll jump on their website or we'll have the conversation about what their client journey is from lead generated to signing them up. And a lot of gym owners still think that, you know, putting the ability for them to buy their first session or buy their program online and remove the conversation is their system. You're underestimating the task at hand. And there's no way I would ever feel confident putting up a website with the ability to buy directly from it and say that you're getting anywhere near the new business that you would if you had a consultation in place, you were having the conversation, you actually treated it like it deserves to be treated, right? Your client wants that. They want to know that they're cared for. We're not just a transactional business. And if you build a website where you're expecting clients to just go sign up for your first package or assume that they know what they
have no idea.
They have no idea. If you want to charge what you want to charge, if you want to be the resident expert, then you need to be the expert. You can't just assume that somebody's walking in because they purchased the program that's right for them, and now I'm just going to go execute that for them. And
you know what you offer. They don't. That's the thing. Idea. Yeah, think about this. If you put yourself in their shoes, they're looking to get in shape and everything, and you're asking them to pay you $150 for some trial. Like, what do I get with the trial? Where is the gym? I don't know. They're gone.
Yeah,
you lost them. At least put something in for more information. Put your, just get their lead capture. That's another thing I see missing in a lot of operations is a cultivated, clean, polished list of contacts in your database that these people were clients, these people are clients, and these people have never been clients. That would be at a minimum.
Yeah, minimal segmentation.
Yeah, current, past, never. Like, at least have that, right? So again, if you have these three things, systems, lead flow, and automation, and you pour gas onto those systems or into the lead flow, and they push through the automation and they pop out through your systems, you're going to make $30,000 a month or more over time. That's exactly what you need. Those are the things that, when not in place, you struggle. When in place, you win. Like, that's as simple as it gets.
It's a great conversation for the difference between growth and scale, right? Growth being you have the ability to bring in some new business, but at some point, as you're doing that, something else in the business breaks, right? If you got lead flow and automation, but you don't have the systems in place, you can only bring so many people in because now what do we do with these people, right? How do I coach these? How do I onboard them? How do I train them effectively? The systems handle that. Remove any one of those three and the other two suffer. But when you have all three of those in place, like you said, you flip a switch, you pour gas on that fire, lead flow increases, automation does what it does every single time. They're coming into your business. You've got systems for consultations, converting, onboarding, delivering the service. That right there, not only is it going to grow the numbers of your business, you're also creating a business that's not only capable of scaling to 50, 60, 70 and beyond. You have a business that's a hell of a lot more appealing to somebody to come along and purchase maybe, or give you the ability to not be in the business 40, 50, 60 hours a week because the systems and the staff and all of that can handle the brunt of that work as opposed to you as the owner having to do it all.
That's it. So guys, if you're missing any of those three things, you're just going to struggle. I mean, that's because if you put the lead flow and the automation in, but you don't have systems, you're going to like a foundation that's crumble. It's going to crumble. It's going to explode, right? If you have lead flow, no automation and systems, well, you're missing half of that business because you forgot to call somebody. You didn't get back to somebody in short amount of time, minutes versus hours or days. I mean, go pop your email into all your competitors' websites and see how quick they get back to you. And if it's quickly, you
if it's quicker than you're losing to them. Put it that way.
Yeah, good point. Good point. If you have automation and systems but no lead flow, you have nothing to feed the beast. So again, in our coaching program, this is why we combined all three of those elements into our coaching program. We're going to crush the systems. Systems are the hardest, but they're the most important.
Absolutely.
Most gyms, you ask them, what do you need to get over the hump? They're going to say leads. Well, we already defined why that's a bad idea. We're going to give you automation systems. You want to keep? Cool, we'll give it to you and keep. You want to go high level, put it over there. It doesn't matter. You're going to have the steel trap. You're going to have all the journeys built out. It's going to say the right thing to the right person at the right time, 24/7, 365, period, end, hard stop. It'll beat any system that you have.
Sure.
Whatever you have, throw it away. Put this in. You're going to win. Lead flow. We're going to handle your lead generation for 60 days in our program. What else do you need?
Yeah.
We're going to teach you how to sell. We're going to teach you how to deliver an amazing product. We're going to teach you how to coach your coaches. We're going to teach you how to market. We're going to market for you. We're going to install our system in between those two elements, the leads and the system. We're going to put the automation, the CLA in there, and it will flow right into your business. You're going to make more sales, make more money. It's a win. That's the equation for success, period. That's just as simple as it gets.
And, like it sounds wild. It sounds like there's, it's too good to be true. Guys, this is a wash, rinse, repeat for us. Like, that's the thing. The reason that we've bundled these three different components with every one of the clients that we work with is because these are the requirements in order to get to that level of success. When we address those systems, like you said, then we create that automation that leads towards the systems, and then you provide the leads that plug into the automation, that plug into the systems. Yeah. That right there is the whole customer journey of how to provide new business to your marketplace. I mean, I was just talking to a gentleman, he's been in our network for a while. He's coming out to the Growth Summit. We've worked with him in the past, and he's got systems in place. He restructured his business when he was working with us, and he's in a better place there. He's making more money than he was. But after talking with him, he said that he hasn't run paid marketing in like 4 or 5 years outside of what we did back then. And so when we were just kind of having a conversation, digging into some of the problems, and I mean, truly, he's in the position where all he has to do is find a solution for the lead generation issue.
Yeah.
Everything else is already in place. And that right there, that's like when we say we flip the switch and we run the play.
Yep.
Run the play, because again, we'll go back. We'll teach you how to make sure that your marketing's winning. You're getting your cost per acquisition. You're making money on the front end. You're not throwing money at the wall and losing money on ad campaigns. If you can figure that out, you never want to shut that system off for the rest of the time, ever. You're going to have a consistently growing business month over if you're focused on these things.
Yeah, and then the question is like, Tim, how much does this cost? The coaching program isn't free. No, it's not free. Obviously not. We wouldn't be in business, right?
Yeah.
But if it was free, you wouldn't take it seriously either. So in the past, we would charge $14,500. Mm-hmm. That was $14,500 to work with you for 8 weeks, give you our CLA, and run your ads for you. That was what everybody paid.
Yep.
Period. We've decided to put a payment plan in place, $2,500 a month, 3 months.
3 months.
So we cut the cost in half. We're going to do it in a group format where we have Wednesday calls. Mm-hmm. If you can afford that, if that sounds appealing to you, jump on a call. A call will be in the show notes. Like I said before, I think we can take like 10 to 12 clients without any issue at this point. If it gets to be too many for us, then we'll shut it off.
Sure.
But I think as of right now, again, this comes out in a week and a half, so hopefully we got room. If you're interested, just book a call. I figured I'll throw the price out there now because
we had nothing to hide.
There is nothing to hide. Really, what is there to hide? And by the way, the CLA by itself used to be $4,000. Mm-hmm. Okay, the coaching by itself, if you just bought it a la carte, was $10,000. Lead generation is $1,500 a month. We're giving you 2 months, so like just that alone for half the price.
Yeah, I mean, just the itemized breakdown. I mean, you're at 17 right now. We decided to bundle it for $7,500.
$7,500. Yeah, send three payments. Like,
and broke it down. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, pay us all up front if you want. Like, we don't need it. We just make it easy. We want to make it as simple as possible. And along with the 8 weeks, actually 90 days of calls, like after like 12, we took it from 8 to 12. That's the other thing we did. Even after that, you're welcome to stay on the calls every Wednesday for the whole year.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't bother us to like stay in there, jump on the calls when you need help. Like, this is a 90-day intensive program with another, I guess, it's
ongoing support.
9 months of additional call. Like,
yeah,
nothing beats it, guys. This is a no-brainer. You know, you want to put an irresistible offer out there, this is it, and we guarantee you $30K or more, or we'll continue working with you all year. Like, who cares? Let's just get you there.
Yep.
Like, there's too many great gym owners not making $30K or more, and it's time to stop that. You guys work way too damn hard to not make good money. So let's make some good money. Jump on a call. Hopefully that helps you guys understand. There's really 3 things. You break it down. You need to have all 3. You pull one, the whole thing collapses. It's a 3-legged stool, whatever. So that's it for this episode, y'all. It's a 2-legged stool.
Yeah, I was going to fall.
3-legged stool would work.
That would work real well. That's an ideal stool.
That's a tripod. A 4-legged stool would be better, but like 3. Yeah,
no, 3. 4 wobble, 3 don't.
Oh, 10-4. But if you pull one of those out, the whole thing will fall down. The wacky leg. The stanky leg.
Stanky leg.
All right, that's it for this episode. Until next time, keep changing lives. We'll see you on the next show. Bye. All right, and thank you for listening to that episode of the Built to Grow podcast, where we help gym owners win. Now, do you want to connect with me and other gym owners online? All you need to do is join our private Facebook group, Business Talk with Fitness Professionals. Just head on over to Facebook and type in Business Talk with Fitness Professionals, and when you do, we're going to give you our 10 marketing strategies 7-figure gym owners use to win. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Until then, keep building something great.